I can still hear the gunshot. It wasn't loud like a cannon, more like a firecracker, but the scream that followed tore through the whole theater. I was sitting just below the president's box that night, April 14th, 1865, at Ford's Theater. Everyone was laughing. The play Our American Cousin was at its funniest part. Lincoln was smiling. I remember thinking how tired he looked but how peaceful he seemed. Then it happened. A man slipped into the box behind him. I saw him for a second, dark hair, neat clothes. I thought maybe he was part of the staff. Then came the pop. Lincoln's head dropped forward. Mary Lincoln screamed so loud it didn't sound human. First, nobody knew what was happening. People laughed, thinking it was part of the play. But when the man jumped from the box to the stage, everything changed. He landed hard, twisting his leg, and yelled something, "Sic semper tyrannis." I didn't understand it then. He waved a knife before limping off behind the curtain. For a moment, everything froze. Then panic hit like a wave. People rushed for the doors, tripping, crying, shouting. Someone yelled, "The president's been shot." Soldiers pushed through the crowd. I remember one man climbing into the box, trying to lift Lincoln's head. There was so much blood. It ran down the back of his chair, soaking into the fabric. They carried him out, past where I stood. His face was pale, his mouth half open. Mary clutched his hand, whispering his name again and again. I followed the crowd outside into the cold night. Someone shouted that the shooter was John Wilkes Booth, the actor. People couldn't believe it. He'd performed on that very stage before. Down the street, they took Lincoln into a boarding house. I stood outside with dozens of others, waiting, watching candles flicker behind the window. No one spoke much. The streets were filled with soldiers, horses, and whispers. Around midnight, word spread that Booth had escaped across the bridge. By morning, Lincoln was dead. I saw them carry his body out, wrapped in a sheet. A soldier beside me was crying, his uniform stained with soot and blood. For weeks after, I couldn't sleep. I kept seeing Booth's face, that quick flash before he pulled the trigger. He looked calm, almost proud. Every time I passed the theater, I could still smell the gunpowder. They caught Booth days later, hiding in a barn. They said he was shot trying to escape. Part of me was glad, but another part felt sick. I had seen one man die in front of me, and it changed everything. I never went back to Ford's Theater. They say it's haunted now. I believe it, because even now, when the night is quiet, I can still hear that single gunshot and Mary's scream that followed.